This is one of my favorites. This is a super Arctic anaconda. Might not have a feeding response. Oh, he might. There you go. Insane. Almost the size of my hand.
Some snakes solid, man.
No. Stop it. Please behave yourself. You can see he's kind of getting some darker pinks. Almost even like rust color on him. So there we go. Just like that. Woo! It looks like a full shed. Hey, man. What you doing, dude? Trying to be a jerk? You got some wood mites on you, man? That's not cool. Look. What the heck? Hey! What's up, YouTube fam? Friends, guys, gals, and all the other things. Alright, so we got some things to do today in here. We got lots of poops. Got some gigantic spicy meatballs in these rattlesnake cages. Brandon just lost a rattlesnake right here and he's gone. Bro, don't let him get behind that freaking thing, dude. There you go. Okay. Alright. We'll cut him up right now. So we got some things to do. We gotta clean a bunch of cages. We have to feed a bunch of snakes. And then we need to go over what the heck is going on with Rusty right now. I don't know what it is, okay? And it is very concerning. So let's start cleaning some things. But before we get into that, let's do some other things. We got some cleaning to do. Let's get these cages looking proper. Everybody's pretty much got water, but there's a bunch of shed that needs to be taken out of some cages. There's some poop that needs to be cleaned out of some things. Brandon, which you guys just saw in that beginning shot. So the premium horse bedding that we use, aside from the mulch has been great. The mulch that I get from Home Depot, the no float stuff, that stuff works awesome. I've never had any issues with it. Knock on a vision. But this other bedding that we get from the pet store, lately I've noticed this is the second time that it has happened now. There's wood mites inside of it. They're not like those little black mites that get in your snakes under their scales and in their eye crevices and in their nostrils and stuff like that. They're completely different. They're these little tiny red wood mites and they drive me freaking crazy also. And I'm sure it's uncomfortable for the snakes. Nobody likes little tiny things crawling on them. I'm sure they don't like it. So Brandon's changing out the bedding right now on that. And I think we're gonna start with the rattlesnakes. We moved all the baby hognose into here too. No hide boxes in here just yet. We're kind of letting them just acclimate here with paper towels before we put substrate on there, and then we got to get some meals in them. This is one of my favorites. This is a super Arctic anaconda. So freaking cool. So we have two super Arctics. I think this one and this one. And then the rest are just albino Arctic anacondas, but they are still super freaking pretty. Like, look at that. These ones are almost like coral, like pink colored, which is really cool. Those are the cream of the crop. And then these little guys, these are the AAA, so Arctic albino anaconda. Still really freaking cool. And as they grow up, Arctic anacondas, albinos, are gonna look like that. And then the super is gonna be more like the mom, like this. Way less of a pattern, way lighter coloration. Super pretty snake. Let's get to the rattlesnakes. We're gonna kill two birds with one stone. So both of these cages are dirty. We're gonna get both of them out, put them in the holding receptacle together. Now somebody on Instagram the other day posted some video of Batman, and they were like, wow, does he never strike at you? And it's like, yeah, he actually does strike at me. He has a pretty crazy feeding response. And normally he strikes every time I'm trying to take him out of the cage. I already started touching him right now. So he might not have a feeding response. Oh, he might. There you go. See? That's all it takes. When he's in his cage and I open it up, he thinks that he's gonna get food. So that he always has a strike right off the rip. And then he just kind of does his thing like this. And for the most part, he doesn't strike again. And now that he knows that I'm not feeding him, I can just go in here. Once I get him to this position, it's game over. You know, I can go right in his enclosure, get him out just like this. And he's chilling because he knows he's not going to eat. He knows I'm handling him. He's not being fed right now. And he, for the most part, behaves himself. He won't even rattle. So He's a good boy. Let's get you in the can. There we go, bud. Look at that rattle. Insane. Almost the size of my hand. Crazy. Alright, Batman, let's move you over here. Actually, I'm gonna throw Robin in right on top of you. Robin might do the same thing. She's got a little bit of a feeding response. Sometimes she strikes at first as well. I'm gonna be feeding both of them today. We got some jumbo rats thawing out. Let's see now, Batman. Now Batman is rattling. Look at that. Look at that. A whole freaking trash can.
Whole lot of snake in there.
It's a whole lot of snake in there. 2 monster rattlesnakes. Holy crap. So sick. Cages is nice and clean. Go ahead. Grab these guys. Batman, hey dude. Oh, you thick boy. Jeez, look how freaking thick he is. Go in here. There you go, bud. Put you back in your enclosure, please. Excuse me. There we go. All the way in. Now we're gonna give these guys some jumbos. Probably actually feed them before we get Rusty out and talk about him. His little situation we got going on right now. Robin. You want to? Same thing. Go back in here. Now Robin doesn't stop rattling ever. Like Batman, if you noticed, when I touch him, he stops rattling. He's like, oh, okay. Robin likes to rattle the whole freaking time. Which is cool, because she's always, you know, displaying and acting like a rattlesnake, which is always tight. But it's just, it's really cool seeing Batman kind of get crazy and defensive at first. And then when I actually touch him and pick him up, he just chills right out. And he's like, oh, alright, I've done this before. You're good. So, let's lock these guys. Actually, no, we're not gonna lock these guys. I'm actually gonna give them a couple minutes to chill out before we feed them. So I guess Shatine needs to be cleaned. Yeah, I know. I don't want to take her out either, but we have to, okay? So we're gonna do that. We're gonna take Shatine out, clean her cage, give them a second to chill, feed them, take care of Rusty, show you what's going on with him. Let's get this crap out of here. I'm sure you guys saw that video last week of Shatine trying to kill me, unalive me, 86 me, however you want to put it. I feel like she was just in more of a feeding response than anything, you know what I mean? I don't know if she purposely wanted to, yeah, she did. She definitely did. All right, let's get her out. Make sure we got a nice long hook for this lunatic. Make sure I got plenty of room to get around. I got the trash can lid exactly where I want. So that's kind of key to handling venomous snakes like this that literally come out of their way to try to get you. You know what I mean? Got to make sure everything is out of your way. Everything is in order for you to safely get the snake out of its enclosure without getting murked. So you want to just make sure you're in the right position to get them out safely. They're not going to come at you. Your snake hook is in the right position. Their head is in the right position. Your receptacle's in the right position, and you're fast enough to get her in there. Just like that. Nice and secure. She's in the can. We're nice and safe. Nobody got hurt. That's the way you do it. Putting her back. My least favorite part. Hopefully she acts right. Let's see. Shatine, how are you, dear? Let's just move you like this. Maybe we could do this the easy way. I love doing it the easy way. Literally just open up the can, put the can by the cage, put the snake's head in the cage, put the body in here like this. She goes in nice and easy. You close it. Isn't that so easy? It's just 1, 2, 3, done. That's it. Batman. Have a nice meal for you today, sir. A big old rat. Would you like this? Would you like some food, sir? Oh yeah, look at that. We got a puncture wound right there. Puncture wound right there.
Some snake sauce on it, man.
That snake sauce is real spicy. You don't want that getting in your bloodstream, because it'll unalive you real quick, man. That's that sauce you don't want. Alright. Door number 2. You got Robin. Got another big tasty jumbo for this girl right here. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Robin. Now you guys know Robin has been a finicky eater. I'm trying to get some weight back on her because she's lost a little bit of weight. Not crazy. She's still real healthy, but she lost a couple pounds, you know. She's got her summer bod going on right now, but we need to get her fattened up, ready for winter. Stupid tail is caught in this goddamn glass. I'm just gonna leave it like that. Cool, so both of them bit it. That means both of them are gonna eat Shatid. Might as well feed you real quick too, so I can put the lock on here. And we're gonna take out Rusty and tell you guys what I'm concerned about. Maybe you guys have some help, okay? Maybe you guys know what's going on, some of you out there with the snake experience. I'll let you guys know what I'm thinking, right? Speech deep. I am gonna grab the rat like this, open up the cage like this, make sure she does not fly out like a freaking lunatic like she did last time. Alright? No! Stop it! Please behave yourself, Shatid, please. I'm just gonna put it on her hide box right there. She will eat it. Hi, you're a turd. You're so pretty. I still love you, even though you don't love me. That's for damn sure. I love my animals, but most of them could care less about me, to be honest with you. Especially the snakes. A lot of people think that their snakes love them. They don't. Trying to burst your bubble. Let's talk about Rusty. I noticed it the other night when I came in here. I just came in here. Normally at night I come in here and make sure all the lights are off and everybody's like chilling, you know. And I came in here to check out Russ. I was just looking through the cage and I noticed that his midsection, I guess it's on the other side of his body over here, but his midsection is just a little freaking weird. I'll show you in a second. What are you trying to do? Huh? What are you doing, dog? He's got some goofy looking little scales going on. I'll show you. So let's see if I can find it. Yeah, see, it's right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and get him out completely. He's getting so freaking big, dude. Look at this.
So orange.
He is very orange. And he's not going in shed yet, but maybe another week or so he'll be going into shed. He's just such an awesome freaking snake. Alright, so let me show you what I'm talking about now. Just get him on the trash can. Now, when I first saw it, it looked like scale rot almost. I didn't even know at first glance. Look, here, maybe let him crawl in his cage a little better. You see right here? You see that? Isn't that goofy? You see how this one scale is just like, it's weird looking. Now these scales are a little on the dry side, which wouldn't be scale rot, because scale rot happens when you have just like super gross enclosures, you know, people that keep their snakes on freaking paper towels and newspaper and in containers, like just Tupperware containers, they get super wet and then they rot their scales just because the humidity is crazy. And a lot of the times you only really see scale rot on the undersides of their bellies, which is not like that on Rusty. He doesn't have anything on the bottom of him. Yeah, his scales are totally fine on the bottom. It's only in this one weird little area, just right here. Just that one area, and that's what I saw when I came in here the other night. I just saw that weird spot, and I just don't understand. Maybe he injured himself in this cage somehow, because obviously he doesn't spend time out of this cage, so how would he be able to do that? The only thing I can really think of is, you guys remember probably a few weeks ago, he kind of destroyed this LED light. I gotta really figure out a better way to secure these lights. I might have to get some like great stuff foam and like foam the spaces in between the vision cage and the lights, so that way there's not a gap that your snakes can literally climb into and wrap around like Kilo does sometimes and Rusty does as well. But I took the light out of Kilo's cage, so we have to redo that. It's really the only thing I could think of. Maybe he injured himself on the wire, on the LED lights somehow. Not exactly sure, but it's not too concerning. It's just like a dry looking ordeal. It's not pussy. It's not bleeding. It's not too concerning, but it's definitely a little bit concerning. And I'm gonna take some pictures, post this video. You guys down below, let me know what you think happens. I'm gonna send some pictures to Kevin and Justin and a couple other of my vet buddies. We're gonna see if we can't figure out what's going on with my sweet dude right here. Let's go ahead, get him in this can. There we go. We're gonna take out this aspen, this horse bedding in here, and we're gonna switch him out for some mulch. Notice his scales look on the drier side, like I said. You know, maybe Shatid, same thing. Shatid looks fine. The only thing that's dry is that back of her neck where she had that injury over a year ago. She's not really healing out that great. But yeah, so we're gonna see what the difference is. Maybe his scales improve. The humidity is held much better in the mulch. Maybe that'll help, you know, absorb some moisture and it'll look a little bit more plump and healthy. Who knows? I'm gonna scoop all this crap out. We're gonna clean his cage really well and get it resituated. How much better that looks. Honestly, it's weird because I use mulch for like a long time and then like I switch it up, go to aspen. I've been doing this for as long as I've been keeping, you know what I mean? And again, at first when you just use a different substrate, it always looks great at first because it's different, you know? You're like, oh wow, that's a new look compared to what it always looks like. But dude, the mulch just looks awesome. Especially with these light colored kinks, the contrast with the dark substrate on the lightness of their body, it's great. So now we got this all situated. Pull this wire out a little tiny bit so that he can't get caught on that. Let's put Rusty back. And then we gotta start feeding some things. So Russ, how you doing? Let's see how you like this a little bit better, right? Got some nice mulch. Nice and more humid. Look, he's almost even the same color as this drier mulch right here. Hey bud, see that spot one more time. There it goes right there. See that? It's like dry and wrinkly. It's weird. But it doesn't look like it's on his actual skin, like the membrane. It looks like it's literally some weird stuff on his scale. It's almost like a burn. There's nothing that he can be burned by in here, you know? It's weird. It's only that one spot. The rest of his body, look, beautiful. Literally, it's just that one little spot. It's definitely not scale rot. That was my first thing. Just because it was at night and it was dark and I couldn't see that well at first. But after seeing it in the light, definitely know it's not scale rot. It might just be some weird scale dryness. I don't know. I'll keep you guys posted. Stay tuned for updates in the next few videos. But, no. Let's keep on keeping on. Start feeding some things. Let's start strong with the feedings, alright? With my super expensive albino kaboom viper. Let's look. My male Apollo, King Apollo. Now check it out. Now you see closer to his head. Now you see how he's getting a little on the darker side. He was super light and yellow when I first got him, but now that he's maturing a little bit and getting a tiny little bit bigger, you can see he's kind of getting some darker pinks and some almost even like rust color on him. So he keeps changing. We're gonna see what he looks like as an adult, because the adults look much different than the babies. They go through this little like color change phase, which is really freaking cool. So I'm excited to see what he's gonna end up looking like. Now he just ate a rat crawler the other day, or a rat pup the other day. We're gonna give him another just a little small meal. This is just a small adult mouse, just to pump this little guy with some food, because he looks like he just digested fine. There we go, just like that. You see, it's the perfect size meal for him. Not too big, not too little. I just want to keep feeding him. I don't mess with him. I don't take him out of his cage. I don't do anything. I just leave him in there, make sure he's got fresh water and clean substrate, and just let him do his freaking thing, because he's a lunatic. Being an albino, I'm sure his eyesight isn't the greatest, so I just kind of let him do his thing. I don't like aggravating him or anything like that. I just want him to be nice and chill, not be fearful and defensive of humans. Now this is his girlfriend, my fully het female. Also, we're gonna give her, what is this? We got a little rat crawler right here. It's a good size meal for her. Let's go ahead, get that shed out of there too. It looks like it's a full shed. Here you go, wanna grab this? There we go, boom, headshot. Sneak in there, grab this out. Is that a full shed? Ooh, it looks like a full shed. Yep, there's the head right there. That's the bottom jaw. top of the head is right here. This thing just needs to be rehydrated. Spray it with some water so that way you can work with it again. Look, there's the head right there. Oh, it's got a little tear where the nose is, but you got, boom, eye cap, bottom jaw, top of the head, all the way down to the tip of the tail. It's a good one. Put this aside for something. Got a little Chan Man right here. Hey there, Chandler. Would you like this? He's a very soft eater. He doesn't really strike too much at his food. He just kind of likes me to put it in there, leave it, and he'll do his thing. I mean, even last time I fed him, I came in here at night and I noticed that he didn't eat his rat. And I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna leave it in there overnight and maybe he'll eat it overnight for some weird reason. Came in here the next morning and he ate it. So he just needed some more time, that's all. What else we got going on over here? We got these puff adders. These guys are there. Here, the puffies. Yeah, alright. Let's see. I think I have a pair of puffs. I'm not exactly sure. I gotta sex them. These guys, they're really easy to tell the sex too. You can just look at the tails and see what they are. So this one's on this side of the cage. So I'm just gonna go ahead. Boom. There we go. That one, grab that one. The other one is still in the same spot. So we'll just go in here. Boom. Just like that. See? So beautiful. That Tanzanian puff, that light colored one, such a beautiful, beautiful puff adder. So, once I get this a little bit more situated, getting rid of those black and white spares, finally, okay, maybe these Chinese cobras as well. We're gonna set this up really cool, separate the puff adders so that way I can breed them eventually. We're gonna move the gabinos over here. We're gonna move everything around and it's gonna be really freaking tight. I can't wait to have just a better display. Have all the lights set up, have it looking zoo quality in here. And then I even want to do some laminated descriptions. I feel like that'll be really cool because I already have to have pictures of all the snakes on the cages. So I was thinking I might as well make my own labels. So go online, or I'm gonna go on my computer, literally, we're gonna take pictures, and instead of just having a boring picture like this, I'm gonna make little note cards, laminated cards. Says the scientific name, where they're from, habitat, just a little tiny summary of each snake on the cage, maybe in the bottom corner, so 4 by 2.5, you know? So that way when people come here, if I'm not just explaining things to you face to face, you can just look at the cages and like being at the zoo, read what it is, get a little summary of the animal, and I feel like that would be a nice little touch to everything that not a lot of people do. Indigo time, come on, bud. There you go. Oh, you let go. Come on. There you go. Sweet. Now I know one of these guys, I think it is, yeah, this all black indigo right here is not shedding. So he should eat. Come on. Come on, dude. Come on, man. Come on. No, you don't want to eat? You're gonna be stubborn? Sometimes they're stubborn. Sometimes they eat right away. Just gonna leave it right on top. Sometimes they're a little bit shy on camera. They don't really like to eat on camera, so we're just gonna give him his space. This one I saw that wasn't shed yesterday, but he's a really good eater, so he might still eat and shed. It's definitely a very strong possibility. Yeah, he looks like he's interested in doing. Yeah, see? In shed. Still eating, baby. That's what we like around here, man. Blackhead pythons. Mean Steve. Mean Steve, you are growing like a weed also. The Mangshan vipers both ate 2 medium rats yesterday. Slammed some big rats last night. We went to Wild Cargo because we had to get some live feeders, had to get some live day olds for all those baby hognose snakes that did not eat, even though we tried. Stupid. But the Mangs both ate yesterday. They're doing great. Getting some size. Come on. Sweet Clementine. You're a lunatic. Let's put you back in here. Please don't bite me. Thank you. Go back in there. Don't bite me. Awesome. Great. Look at that. Love when things work out like that. Woo! Look at that. Gabino just took that down. Now that's a freaking small rat, and it's already mostly in its freaking mouth. That is crazy. This thing's pretty. Now she's gonna be shedding actually very soon. You can tell by just her dull coloration. Normally she's way, way prettier than that. She's a cool snake. She needs a good soak. I'm gonna let her eat. Do her thing. Feed the rest of these guys. Alrighty. Still got a few snakes. Ran out of rats. I gotta go thaw out what I need 4 more snakes for a couple of these lavender false water cobras and Kilo. They need to eat. We got a bunch of stuff to still clean over here. Brandon's balls deep in freaking containers over there. So yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed today's video, even though it was a little on the concerning side with Rusty. Stay tuned in these next videos. I'm gonna ask some friends, see what they think, have some people come over, take a look. You know what I mean? TylerLongTattoos.com for all of your merch. Book some appointments to get tattooed. I'm booking for August and September right now. The waiting list is not too crazy. Feel free to jump on that. I'll see y'all on the next one. God bless. Peace out. Love you guys. See you later.